Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. Opening week in the NFL is an exciting time for everybody, including these two teams here today. It's the Patriots going up against the Vikings.
EA Sports coverage takes us to one of the newest jewels on the NFL landscape, U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots, and he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line, and the Minnesota Vikings. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And complete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he is knocked down from the side. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Well, the offense lining up 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Dante Hightower leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And the big tight end shifting around. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Patriots take over. Losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game.
What they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way. Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
On third down, Swanson. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Pulled in at the 24. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Defense in a good spot. Let's see how the offense responds with a 2nd and 13 now. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And man over the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Give him 30 yards there. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, here's the run with Cook. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds down inside the 20. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. In the red zone this time. Handoff comes to Cook. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. And his kick is right through. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down. Swanson. And Cooks has it over the middle. Brandon Cooks past the 20 and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Brandon Cooks with his first touchdown in a Patriot uniform. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball,
leader, right?
to make a big play. Yeah. Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
They start the drive with Cook. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw. There's a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So they complete the pass, and now they face a 2nd down. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers who can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And if they want to keep this drive alive, they'll need 8 yards here on third down. He'll look to throw. He completes it to Bryant. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
To throw now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Heck of a move, and then brought down near the 23. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Second down now after the pass completion. They'll drop the throw. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
As they run left side. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a second and just 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now back to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points. But they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Looking to throw on second down. Swanson. And he rifles one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Off the bootleg. Swanson. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Carlos Dunlap in there to drop him for a loss of 10, and it'll be 4th and long. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Taken from just outside the 30. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Give. This is Cook. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. Two minutes remain here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
The Vikings on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. He'll drop to throw. Going deep here for Bryant. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long. Thought he needed the deep pass. Couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give him the yardage they needed.
Now a high kick, almost a pooch punt. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field. Yeah,
just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go!
To throw on 2nd down. Swanson eluding the pressure right. They find some open field here. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
On 1st and 10, Swanson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback. But as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And some room to maneuver. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Here we go!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Cook running right. And he powers his way up past the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized.
Here we go.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. New England on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. From the gun, Swanson. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he fields it cleanly. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. Second down, they need less than a yard to pick up the first. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Vikings on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. To throw here on first down. Forced out to his left. And some room to roam now. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On the ground, it's Cook. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Third down, Dalvin Cook. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Here we go now.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
And the offense will now face a 2nd and 14 after that last penalty. Back to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards the gain for number 18.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Red zone opportunity.
Let's go. Green 39.
They run, Cook, and heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 18-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense.
Here we go. 3-19.
They'll look to throw. This throw caught about the 5. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 3-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. And here we go on 1st and goal.
Here we go now. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit.
They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And this one through the uprights and good. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter. Off-play action. Swanson. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Second down here after the incomplete pass. Throwing again. Swanson. Oh, no, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Swanson. And that'll be incomplete. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Back to the air on second down. Swanson is going to go for a big play downfield. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every day. That becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
New England on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun. Swanson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet. Get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Clock winding down. Back to throw. Swanson. And that is incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.